Hello children, today I am going to begin the topic integers. Before starting integers, I would like to call some of the numbers natural number. Natural number is denoted by n and which starts with 1, 2, 3, 4 and continues till infinity. Then comes whole number. Whole number is denoted by W, capital W, which begins with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and continues till infinity. Now children, our topic integers. It includes all the whole numbers, means the numbers which begins from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and continues till infinity, and the negative of all the natural numbers till minus infinity. So the range of integers is minus infinity to till plus infinity. Now children, in this topic integers, I am going to teach you about the addition of integers, subtraction of integers, multiplication of integers, division of integers and addition of integers. Children, here we will see the two different cases. First, when both the integers are positive or negative. Let us see examples. First one, suppose both the integers are positive. Example, taking plus 2 plus 7. Here taking two integers, one is plus 2 and adding it with plus 7. Same we can write as 2 plus 7 and the result is the another integer, that is 9. Then the second example, when both the integers are negative, suppose minus 2 is here, when we are adding it with the another integer, minus 7, the result that we are going to obtain, minus 2, minus 7, the same 9, but the thing is that the 9 will be followed by negative sign. So here again we obtain the integer. Why it is negative sign? Because we are adding two negative integers. Okay, now coming to the next. When one of the integer is positive and the another is negative, two cases we will see. Suppose first value is positive and we are adding with another negative integer. First example, plus 9 plus minus 7. So here what do we do is that in this case, instead of adding, we will subtract these two and write the answer, and the sign will be the greater number sign. So here as 9 is greater than 7, so we will assign the sign of the greater number, that is plus 2. So here not important to mention plus just before any integer, so directly we can write 2. Now look at the second example. Suppose we have an integer which is greater than negative but value is greater than the another positive integer. So this can be again written as minus 9 plus 7. If one integer is negative and another one is positive, same thing we will do, that is we will subtract these two. What do we write? 9 minus 7, modulus of these two we will write, and this will be 2. But the thing is that as 9 is the greater number, so we will put the sign of the greater number, that is minus. So the answer will be minus 2. Now children, going to discuss about the properties of the addition. Children, now going to discuss about the properties of addition of integers. First property is closure property. According to this property, if two integers are getting added, then the result will always an integer. For example, if a and b are any two integers, then a plus b will always be an integer. Example is 5 is an integer. When it is getting added with 4, then the result is 9. 9 is also an integer. Now coming to the next property, that is commutative property. According to this property, if we have 2 or more integers, when we will add all the integers, the answer, the result will be the same. Order does not matter. So whatever value we are going to obtain remains to be same. Example, you see children. Example, suppose 2 plus 5 plus 8. We are going to add these all. Then suppose the same numbers we are rearranged again. 8 plus 5 plus 2. Or if we will write 8 plus 2 plus 5, the answer is the same, that is equals to 15 only. Now coming to the associative property. According to this property, in adding integers, if the grouping is changed, the result does not change. For example, children, suppose we have 3 integers that are a, b and c. If we will add a plus b plus c, or a plus b within bracket plus c, the result is going to be the same. Suppose a plus c plus b. Example, you see 2 plus 3 plus 5 is equals to 2 plus 3 plus 5 is equals to 2 plus 5 plus 3. What would be the result, children? Now you can see 8 plus 2, that is 10. So here order does not matters. Now coming to the additive identity. What is additive identity?
Look at additive identity. Suppose there is a number a. If we will add 0 to it, what we are going to obtain? Same number. Or if we will add 0 plus a number, then again we are going to get the number same. Okay, so in this case, 0 is known as additive identity because the identity of the number does not change. Now coming to the additive inverse, in this case, suppose any positive number is there. Suppose a we have taken and we are adding it with negative of the number. Yes, suppose a is the number, then minus a is the number, and the result is 0. Or suppose any negative number, suppose any number b we have taken. Okay, negative number b is there, and we are adding positive of this number, that is plus b, and the result is again 0. Then in this case, we call a minus a is additive inverse of a, and the second case plus b is additive inverse of minus b. So some of the questions from exercise 1.1. Question number 1. First, 52. We have to find additive inverse of the following integer, is 52. So what will be the additive inverse of it? That is minus 52. How? Plus 52 plus minus 52 is equals to 0. So here minus 52 is the answer.
Let us solve the question number 2. First number. Within modulus minus 5 minus 8. You have to find the value of it. So now first we will solve these two. The answer is minus 13. Then we will remove the modulus and the answer is 13. Next question. Fill in the blanks. Question number 3. Fill in the blanks. Here children, you have to look whether you have to follow the closure property, commutative property or the associative property. So now First question I am going to solve is first number minus 72 plus dash minus 72. Children, now we will see when what we will add with minus 72 so that the result will be minus 72. So additive identity we will use, so the answer will be what? 0. Okay, now coming to the question number 4. The sum of two integers is minus 20. If one of them is 65, find the other. Children, now it is easy for you to solve. No? Now you can solve it by your own. Try all the questions. Now coming to the next exercise. First of all, question number 4. Now you see. First, the sum of two integers. Two integers, what is given? That is sum. Sum is how much? Minus 20. First number, how much? First number is 65. And then second number is not known to you. So what we can do is that we will find second number. How? By subtracting first number from the sum. Sum minus first number. So the answer is minus 20 minus 65. The answer is minus 85. Children, since we know that this step I have taken from where? We know that sum equals to first number plus second number. So directly I wrote second number equals to sum minus first number and got the answer. Children, hope that you won't have any doubt in question number 5 because both seems to be the similar type question. Question number 4 and 5. Now coming to the question number 6, it is fill in the blanks. First question is minus 9 plus equals to minus 72. Children, we have here got the sum. Sorry, it is 14. Okay, got the sum minus 14. So we have to write our own steps here. So we can directly write this is the sum, this is the first number. To obtain the second number, what we do, from minus 14 we will add this 9. Okay, because when it will change its position after transpositioning minus 9, minus 9, when it will come this side, it will become plus 9. So the answer will be here what? Minus 14. 14 minus 9, we are going to get 5. But here 14 is the larger number, so the sign will be minus 5. So in the blank, minus 9 plus minus 5 equals to minus 14. This is the answer. Okay. Now children, coming to the question number 7. Hope you won't have any doubt. If you will have doubt, then you mark these all the questions and you can ask. Question number 7. Come to question number 7. Children, here you have to insert the symbol that is greater than, equals to, or less than. First you have to solve the questions, given questions, and then write the appropriate symbol given in the different boxes and comment whether the statements are true or not. Okay, first or third number I am going to discuss. Third number I am going to discuss. Minus 48 plus 78, then blank is there. Minus 305 plus 180. Once more, you see, minus 48 plus 78 minus 305 plus 180. Now when we will solve these two, what do we get, children? We will subtract these two, here getting 30. Then blank again, but when we will solve these two, then the result is minus 5. Here 2, then 1 minus 125, and 30 is greater than minus 125. Okay, now this statement becomes true because 30 is a positive number and minus 125 is a negative number, and as you know, on the number line, when we move towards the right, value always increases. So these numbers are always greater than 0 or the negative numbers, and as we move towards the left, we get the okay, we obtained the negative values which are always less than the 0. Next question is question number 8. Subtract 24 from the sum of minus 18 and 26. Here what you have to do, children, is that first you have to find sum of minus 18 and 26. Then from the result you have to subtract 24, and then the result what you will obtain is the answer. Question number 9. The sum of minus 7 and minus 17. The sum of minus 7 and minus 17 you have to subtract from the sum of minus 36 and 42. Now going to solve this. Question number 9, you say question number 9, first part, sum of minus 7 and minus 17. We can write minus 7 plus minus 17. This equals to minus 24. Here minus 24 because both the numbers are negative, and here larger number is also negative. So we know that in the case when we are adding positive and negative numbers or negative numbers, we used to put sign of the larger number. So here 17 is larger and it has the negative sign, so here we will put minus 24. Then coming to the second part, sum of minus 36 and 42. So minus 36 plus 42. Children, here one is negative and another one is positive, so we have to subtract these two. On subtracting, what we will get? 12 minus 6, we will get 6 only. So the answer is 6. Why 6? Because the larger number has the sign plus. So we will obtain 6. But the question is that subtract the sum of minus 7 and 17 from the sum of minus 36 and 42. So the result, what we have to do? We have to subtract 6. We have to subtract minus 24 from the 6. So the answer is 6 minus minus plus 24. Then the answer is 30. Subtraction, closed property, only it follows, according to which sum of the two integers is always an integer, the same thing. When we have to find difference of the two integers, then always we will get an integer only. Suppose a and b are two integers. If we have to find the difference, a minus plus b, then the result will be the integer only. Now some of the example I would like to discuss. Suppose a question is subtract -4 from 10. How we can write this? Just you see, children. 10 minus -4. The answer will be 10 minus plus 4, and we will obtain the value of. Now children, discussing about the multiplication of integers. First property is closure property. According to this property, the product of two integers is always an integer. For example, a and b are two integers. We will multiply. If we will multiply a and b, then always we will get an integer as the result. For example, 5 into -4. 5 4s are 20. Here one number is negative, so we will get -20 as the result. So -20 is also an integer. Next property is associative property. Associative property, according to this property, two or more integers are when getting multiplied with each other, then again we are going to get the another integer as a result. And here order doesn't matter. For example, a, b and c are the three integers. If we will multiply a, b and c, here a and b within the bracket, or a into b into c, or a into c to b, we are going to get the same result. Example, 2 into 5 into 4 equals to 2 into 5 into 4 is as same as 2 into 4 into 5. Here the result becomes the same. The result is 40. So here order doesn't matters. Now coming to the third property, that is distributive property. According to distributive property, suppose three integers are there, a, b and c. Then a into b plus c will be equals to a into b plus a into c. Or also we can write if a is multiplied with difference of b and c, then we can rewrite it as a into b minus a into c. So children, now going to discuss about the next property, that is when we multiply any integer with 0, then we obtain the result 0. When we will multiply, suppose any integer is a and we will multiply a with 0, we are going to get 0. If any another integer is and we multiply it by 1, we are going to get the same integer. Then the next case is when we multiply any integer with -1, we are going to get the negative of the integer, that is -a. So this is also known as the multiplicative inverse. This is also known as the negative of the inverse, and then the next property, that is multiplicative inverse. So what is the multiplicative inverse of a? Suppose here is an integer a, then the multiplicative inverse of a is 1 by a. This is the multiplicative inverse. Suppose 1 by a x is a number. So multiplicative inverse of 1 by x will be the x. We have to keep these things in the mind. Now coming to the question number 2. Find the product of the following integers by -1. Suppose you will multiply. First question is -36. When you will multiply -36 with -1, children, what you are going to get? 36 into 1, 36 only, minus plus 36. So no need to write, mention plus sign as the sign of the number integer. So directly we can write 36. Now coming to the next 3, fill in the blanks. Question number 3, fill in the blanks with the correct symbol, that is greater than, equals to, or the less than. Okay children, now first question, -8 into 15, 15 8 ja. Answer is 120, and 15 into -8 again 120. So both the numbers is equals to -120, 120. So equals to sign will be there. Same way you can have to find out the answers and write the appropriate symbols within the boxes. Now coming to the question number 4, multiply. Question number 4, multiply. Fourth number now we can see is first question, -125 into 4. When we will multiply 125 into 4, what do we get children here? Just multiplying once. 5 4s are 20, carry 2, 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 2 10, 1 in hand, then 4 1s are 4, 4 plus 1 5. Here negative sign, here positive sign, plus minus plus minus. So answer will be -500. This way you solve all the questions, given questions. Okay, now coming to the again fill in the blanks that you can solve by your own. Question number 5. Now coming to the question number 6. This is to verify whether the given solution, given question is correct or not. So one question I am going to solve, that is the first question. Now children, you see this is the question number 6. First is 17 into 6 plus -2, whether it is equals to 17 into 6 plus 17 into -2. Now going to solve 17 into 4, 17 into 4, 6 plus -2, 6 -2, 4, and here 17 6 ja 102 plus here within minus 17 2 ja -34. So now what we are going to obtain? 17 4 ja 78. They say if we will subtract the -34 from 102, we will get 78. The answer remains the same. The value we are obtaining both the side equals to same. So here it is what you have to write is that hence verified, proved that both the statements are correct only. Okay. Now children, you solve all the given questions. Now coming to the division of the integers. Children, you have to, while dividing the two integers, you have to keep something in the mind, that is the first property. Any non-zero integer is multiplied with the same integer, the answer becomes the 1. Example, a is an integer. When we divide it by a, then always we will get 1, where a does not equals to 0. Then the second property, According to second property, if a is any integer, then a divided by 1 equals to the integer itself. If a is an integer, if we will divide it by 1, we will get the a only. Third property, according to this, if a is an integer and if it is divided with just negative of it, then we are going to get -1 as the answer. Suppose a is an integer, when we divide it by negative of it, then we are going to obtain -1 as the answer. Or if any negative integer is there, -a, and we divide it by just the positive integer, then the result remains the -1. If suppose we divide 0 by any integer, the answer is always 0. Fourth, if we divide 0 by any integer, the answer remains 0. But if we will write that any number we divide it by 0 is undefined, not defined. So, okay, it is not. Now coming to the next property, if suppose a, b, c and c are any 3 integers, all the 3 integers are non-zero and a is greater than b. Sixth property, a, b, c are 3 integers and a is greater than b. If we will multiply a with c and b also with c, then the a into c will be always greater than b into c. If the second case is there, if b is greater than c, then the product of b is greater than c, then the product of a into b will be always greater than the product of a into c. If suppose b is less than c, in that case product of a and b is always less than the product of a and c. So we have to keep certain things in the mind. Solving some of the questions of exercise 1.3. Look at the question number 1. First question, 27 divided by -3. So children, we can also write it as 27 divided by -3. You can reduce these two. You will get 9 by -1 and the answer will be -9. Now coming to the second question, it is just to verify. Now you can verify these all, okay, by your own, by substituting the values for a, b and c. Okay, you try to read by your own question number 2, 3 and 4 as you have done in the previous exercises. Now coming to the exercise 1.4, that is for the simplification. One of the question I am going to discuss from the simplification, that is, in that you have to follow the board mass rule. Board mass rule, children, already you started studying since class 3 onwards. B O D M A S, where B stands for bracket of, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. Here bracket, in this all the 4 type of bracket, first is the bar bracket, second the small bracket, then the curly bracket or the middle bracket, and the square bracket or the large bracket. And then we will simplify the rest of the different operations. So one question I would like to discuss here, rest you already have been done, but the thing is that once more you practice these all the questions. Going to discuss this one. Question number 8. Question number 8. This is 16 divided by 4 minus 2 bar 16 divided by 4 minus 2 of 8. So what we do is that first of all we will solve 4 minus 2 because it is within the bar bracket. So 4 minus 2, what we are going to get is 2 here, then of 8. So the next step we will solve these two, that is 16 divided by 2 of 8 means 2 into 8, that is 16. 16 divided by 16, this is equals to 1. So children, till now I have discussed the different topics given in the integers. So hope you all understood all these things. Thank you for watching.